Yes, sir, we are live.
Okay, so welcome everyone. So, as many of you would know, that today we are having a marathon of the Cosmic Jaunt 2026. Right, so we just got over with the quiz competition of grades 2 to 3, and now it is time for grades 4 to 6. So, if everyone is ready, let me know in the chat box and we will begin. So let me share the screen quickly. So is the screen visible to everyone?
Yes, sir, it's clear.
All right. So welcome to Cosmic Jaunt 2026 Mega Quiz. And this one is for grades 4 to 6. So if there is anyone other than these grades, so please do not join. Please keep the competition fair. Okay. And without wasting any time, let's see the rules of this Kahoot quiz. So, this Kahoot quiz is mostly based upon the 3 days Cosmic Jaunt sessions that we just had last month. And many of you would have joined those sessions. So, the questions would mostly be based on those sessions. But if there is anyone else also joining, you are also welcome to join. So, let's see what is going to happen. So this Kahoot quiz, first rule is that everyone should enter their own names. Okay, so it would say that enter a nickname, but please do enter your real name. Okay, so that in the end we know that how who won the sessions. All right, so everyone remember to join with your real names. And next is once you enter your name, you will be shown this screen, and you don't have to click on any achievements or anything. So we'll be sharing the links how to join the quiz. So you just have to click on that link and you will enter the quiz. One important thing to remember is that you will be needing two different devices to join the quiz. For in the first device, you will be seeing the questions like on the laptop or computer on which you are joining. And in the second device, you will be seeing just the options. Okay. So keep two devices ready. If you don't have two devices, you can also open two different tabs in your browser, and we can begin. Okay. So is everyone ready then? Shall we begin? Let me know in the chat. Everyone is ready. And I would request Ranadeep sir to share the joining link in the chat box. This is Kahoot you have to join. Okay, so the link is in the chat box. The link is pinned in the YouTube chat. You can join from that link. Let us just down. So you can join from the link in the chat box. The link is already pinned there. If you are not able to join from that link, you can also scan this QR code on the screen. All right, so yes, I can see people are joining in. Someone joined us, GJJ. All right. So yes, the link is in the chat box. Everyone quickly join in. So while we are waiting for everyone to join, I guess still people are joining in. Let's hear some more of important announcements. All right. One important announcement is that this month we are celebrating the Asteroid Day. So the International Asteroid Day happens on 30th June, and for the whole month we are going to celebrate this International Asteroid Day. Why is this celebrated? This is to spread the awareness of asteroids. So everyone knows what happened with the dinosaurs, right? So they all got wiped out. That's why. It is important to know and spread awareness about these asteroids. So you can go to this link, which is called as spacetopia.in/asteroids. So this link is also shared in the pinned, in the chat box. So you can go here. If you are below grade 6, so from grade 2 to 6, you can register for our on, for our sessions, which will be on asteroid day. If you are above grade 6, from 6 to 9th, then you can be a part, you can take part and be a real asteroid hunter and join the IASC campaign. So what is the IASC campaign? IASC campaign is the International Asteroid Search Campaign. And through this campaign, we will provide you the real astronomical data coming from the real telescopes and observatories. And you will have to analyze those data and hunt for asteroids. And if you find any unknown asteroids lurking in the sky, then you will be called as the discoverer of that asteroid. And you may also get to name that asteroid because you were the one who discovered it. Okay, so if you are from grade 6 to 9, then you can go to and register for our IASC campaign. If you are below grade 6, then you can register for our asteroid day workshops. Okay, so the links are in the chat box. You can go to the link and join for our asteroid day campaigns. All right, so yes, I can see still people are joining in. So the link is in the chat box. The link is already pinned in the chat box. Everyone quickly join in. Everyone quickly join in and we will start the Kahoot. If you are not able to join in from the link in the chat box, you can always scan this QR code which is on the screen and join from there. If none of those work, then there's a third way also, that you can go to this website which is called www.kahoot.it and then enter this game pin which is 887828. Then the same process, enter your name and stay there until I start this session or this Kahoot. Okay, so let's wait just 1 more minute and still people are joining in. Okay, so for anyone who has joined just now, we are having a marathon of the Cosmic Jaunt 2026. Right now, we just ended with the Kahoot quizzes for grade 2nd and 3rd. And now we are about to start with the Kahoot of grades 4th to 6th. To join the Kahoot quiz, the link is in the chat box. And if you're not able to join from that link, the QR code is also on the screen. You can scan this QR code and join in our Kahoot game. Okay, so yes. So right now it is 5:09. I will start at 5:10. If there is anyone who wants me to wait, do let me know in the chat box. Okay, so I can see yes. If there is anyone who wants me to wait, please let me know in the chat box. Oh, now new people are joining in and we have 11 people. So let's begin. Is everyone ready? Shall we start? Give me a thumbs up or a yes in the chat box. Is everyone ready? Let's begin. And let's start in the Spacetopia Kahoot and Cosmic Jaunt Mega Quiz 2026 in 3, 2, 1. Let's see the first question. Which mission recently carried 4 astronauts around the moon and back? Apollo 11, Artemis 2, Chandrayaan 3 or Gaganyaan? What was the mission that carried 4 astronauts to the moon? And I can see people are answering. And yes, most of you gave the correct answer. The mission was Artemis 2. Gaganyaan also I can see many people have answered, but Gaganyaan has not launched yet. It is being planning to launch around 2028 to 2030. But it will not carry the astronauts to the moon. But Artemis 2 was the mission that carried astronauts to the moon and back. Apollo 11, obviously not. Apollo 11 was the very first mission that carried astronauts to the moon. Okay, so yes, the question was about recently. So the answer was Artemis 2. Let's quickly check the scoreboard. And I can see Advait is on the top with Rudraksh on second, Varun on third, Nihar on fourth, and Hiya Pavish on fifth position. All right, great going, everyone. Let's see the next question. Imagine you're planning a night sky observation. Why can't you observe in your city and need to go to a remote area? Cities are expensive. Cities do not have stars, sound pollution, or light pollution. So why is it that you cannot observe stars in the cities? And yes, almost all of you gave the correct answer. The answer is light pollution. Okay, so cities don't have stars. Cities obviously do have stars, but I think someone clicked that in a hurry. But yes, the answer is light pollution. So light pollution is something when the artificial lights of the cities become so much that it starts blocking the light coming from the universe. And that phenomena is called as the light pollution. The stars are obviously still there, but we cannot see them because of so much pollution, right? This is a serious issue and has to be dealt with. All right, so let's see the scoreboard. And not much changes. Advait is still on top with Rudraksh on second, Varun on third, Nihar on fourth, Hiya on fifth. All right, let's see the next question. For double points, imagine you're standing under the night sky. What is the point directly above you called? Directly above you. Zenith, neither pole star or the sun. What is the point that is directly above you in the sky? And oh, it is zenith. Zenith is the point directly above you. Pole star is not directly above you. Pole star is directly above the North Pole. If you are standing on the North Pole, directly above the North Pole, then your zenith and the pole star would be the same. But wherever you are standing on Earth, the point that is directly above you is called as the point of zenith. The point that is directly below you will be called as nether. Pole star is something that is directly above the North Pole. And I guess no one is watching this session from the North Pole. If yes, welcome to the session. Yeah, great. So let's see the scoreboard. Oh, a lot of changes now. Now Varun is on the top, Nihar on second, Hiya on third, Lakshita has climbed on the leaderboard as fourth position, and Advait is now on fifth. Let's see quickly the next question. When you open Stellarium, a ground appears to meet the sky. What is that imaginary boundary between them called? The imaginary boundary between the sky and the ground. What is that imaginary boundary between the sky and the ground called? Zenith, horizon, nether, or gridline? Is the horizon. Yes, most of you gave the correct answer. The imaginary line that separates the ground from the sky, that line is called as the horizon line. right? And it is an imaginary line. Obviously, there is no actual line there. But the point or the line that separates the sky and the ground is called as the horizon. And most of you did give the correct answer. Nice. See the scoreboard. And not much changes. Varun is still on the top, Nihar on second, Hiya on third, Lakshita on fourth, and Advait on the fifth position. Quickly, let's see the next question. And this is a slider, so you have to slide. People in different parts of the earth can see different constellations. How many constellations are there as per IAU? Oh, IAU. How many constellations has IAU fixed? So you can slide and tell your answer that how many constellations has IAU fixed. Answer is 88. Okay, and I guess most of you have given the correct answer. We have given 50 also, but no worries. Okay, so yes, the correct answer is 88. So let's learn what exactly is this IAU. Okay, so Nihar is still on the top, Hiya on second, Varun on third, Advait on fourth, and Rudraksh on fifth. IAU. IAU is called as the International Astronomical Union. In the International Astronomical Union, or the IAU, is an international organization that has fixed that there will only be 88 constellations in the night sky. Why is it? Because constellations is what? It's just the joining of the stars, right? And even if there are four stars in the sky, those four stars can be joined in multiple different ways. Someone can say it's a square, someone can say it's a rectangle, someone can say it's a kite. So, how will we agree upon what that actual constellation is? That's why this international organization intervened and said that 88 constellations are fixed. Okay, so yes, this is also what we learned in our Cosmic Jaunt sessions. This was about the Know Your Night Sky. So everyone remembers Know Your Night Sky, right? Where we made that sky map, right? So quickly, let's see the next question. Which type of map can help space missions land safely on another planet and helps knowing the elevation of a terrain? A political map, a physical map, a topographical map, or a population map? So, this is the map that can help you land safely on another planet. It is a topographical map, right? A physical map can also help you, but there were two hints in the question. First was they have to land safely. Another was that it can help you knowing the elevation of a terrain, the height of a mountain, for say, right? And a physical map cannot tell you about the height of a place, right? It only tells you where that mountain is, but what is the height of the mountain? That can only be known through a topographical map, and most of you did give the correct answer, which is topographical map. Let's see the scoreboard. Oh, a lot of changes again. Now Hia is on the top. It's a tough competition going on. And Nihar is on second, Varun is on third, Lakshita on fourth, and Advait on the fifth position. Okay, let's see quickly the next question. True or false? No one is measuring every mountain with a giant ruler. So scientists use satellite to create maps of Earth. Do scientists use satellites to create the map of Earth, or satellite just take images? And yes, it is true. Satellites do capture the images of Earth, and those images can be used to make the maps, right? And there are multiple other ways also. There are sensors, there are LiDAR sensors, many other things. And satellites are used to create a map of the Earth. Why just Earth? Even other planets, right? And yes, everyone gave the correct answer. Let's see the scoreboard. Not much changes. Here still on the top. Nihar on second, Varun on third, Lakshita on fourth, and Advait on fifth. Let's see the next question. Time for a mountain challenge. Do you know which is the tallest mountain in our solar system? The whole solar system. Which is the tallest mountain in the complete solar system? Mount Everest, Mauna Loa, Olympus Mons, or Arsacius Mons? And the correct answer is Olympus Mons. Mauna Loa is the tallest volcano on Earth, right? But we are talking about the complete solar system. In the complete solar system, Olympus Mons is the tallest mountain. And if someone knows that on which planet is Olympus Mons found in, you can tell me in the chat box. Okay, let's see the scoreboard. Oh, small changes. He is still on the top. Nihar on second, Varun on fourth. Advait has climbed on the fourth position, and Rudraksh has come up on the leaderboard in the fifth position. It's a very tough competition going on. Yes, Mars, correct. Okay, let's see the next question. For double points, topographic map shows the height of a mountain on a 2D surface using the lines at regular intervals known as. What are those lines known as on a topographical map? Contour lines, interval lines, elevation lines, or none of the other? And it is called as contour lines. Only one person gave the correct answer. These lines are called as the contour lines. So if anyone remembers from the sessions also that we had in the CJ, right? So these lines are always at an equal interval, and this divides the complete mountain into equal interval of separate heights, right? And these lines are called as contour intervals. No worries. Let's see the scoreboard. And not much changes. Now he is still on the top. Nihar on second, Varun on third, Advait on fourth, and Rudraksh on the fifth position. Okay, let's see, understand about this topographical maps, right? So as most of you would remember that during our sessions, we learned about landscape mapping, right? And we made our own topographical map. We made a mountain and we cut the mountain and we made a topographical map of the whole mountain, right? So the type of map that can tell us about the height of a certain place is a topographical map, and we divide the complete topographical map into separate sections or separate elevations, which are put through lines, which are called as contour lines. Okay, let's see the next question. Who was the first person to point a telescope towards the sky? Nichols, Hubble, Kepler, or Galileo? Who was the first person to point a telescope towards the sky? Nicholas Copernicus, Edwin Hubble, Johannes Kepler, or Galileo Galilei? It was Galileo Galilei. It was not Nicholas Copernicus. Nicholas Copernicus gave us the model of the solar system. The telescope was first used to watch the sky by Galileo Galilei. Most of you did give the correct answer, but contrary to popular belief, Galileo was not the person who invented the telescope. The telescope was invented by another person whose name is Hans Lippershey. Okay, but Galileo was the first person who used the telescope to watch the sky. Let's see the scoreboard. And not much changes still. He is still on the top. Nihar on second, Varun on fourth, Advait on fifth. And let's see the next question. And multi-select. You can select multiple options. Hubble Space Telescope pictures are incredibly sharp. What helps Hubble take their images? Its location outside Earth, its primary mirror, the sensors used, and or its solar panels. So remember, you can select multiple options in this. Next. Well, if somebody is asking for the next question, yes, we will come over to the next question. And yes, the correct answers were its location outside Earth. Why? Because the Hubble Space Telescope or any space telescope has to be placed outside the atmosphere of the Earth, right? So that there is no hindrance from the atmosphere. Its primary mirror, obviously, the larger the mirror, the clearer the image will be. The sensors used, obviously, the better the sensors are, the clearer the image will be. But not the solar panels, because the solar panels are not used to capture images, right? The solar panels are just used to power the telescope, right? So yes, the correct answer were red, blue, and yellow. Let's see the scoreboard. Oh, a lot of changes. Yapavesh on first, Varun on second, Nihar on third, Advait on fourth, and Lakshita on fifth. Now you have to type your answer. In 2026, Hubble completes its 36 years. When was Hubble launched? You can quickly type your answer in. So you can calculate also that if in 2026 is 36 years, then when would it have been launched? And the correct answer is 1990. Yes, and most of you did give the correct answers. Okay, so the Hubble was launched on 24th of April 1990, and on this year, Hubble completed its 36 years into the orbit. Right, let's see the scoreboard. Not much changes. Rudraksh has again climbed it on the board. Let's see the next question. Hubble Space Telescope could not send us clear pictures at first when it was sent into orbit. What was the problem? The primary mirror had a flaw, the secondary mirror had a flaw, the aperture door didn't open, or one of its transmitting antenna broke. What was the problem with the Hubble Space Telescope? Correct answer is the primary mirror had a flaw, right? There was a problem with the primary mirror, and this is also called as the $1 billion blunder, right? And yes, most of you did give the correct answer. Okay, so let's see the scoreboard. Not much changes. So let's see the next question now. And for double points again, which of these telescope is not orbiting our Earth to observe the universe? Not orbiting Earth. Is it the Pan-STAR, the Hubble, the Spitzer, or the Chandra? No, most of you would have gotten confused with the word observatory, but Chandra X-ray Observatory is actually a space telescope, just like Hubble and Spitzer. So Hubble, Spitzer, and Chandra Observatory are all space telescopes, but Pan-STAR telescope is actually on Earth. It is not orbiting the Earth. It is actually in Hawaii. And any of you who will join for the IASC campaign, the International Soil Search Campaign, this is the telescope which is located in Hawaii. We will give you the data from this telescope only, from this observatory only. Okay, so yes, the correct answer was Pan-STARRS telescope. Okay, and not much changes. Rudraksh has climbed up. Okay, so let's see the next question. Okay, so yes, Hubble Space Telescope has been for 36 years, 36 incredible years into into the orbit, giving us beautiful pictures of the universe and helping us understand about the universe in a better way. And 36 years and counting, the Hubble hasn't retired yet, right? So there are many more years for Hubble to give us these beautiful images of the universe and help us understand even more about the universe, right? So let's see the last question. When is the National Space Day celebrated every year? 15th August, 23rd August, 28th August, or 31st August? When is the National Space Day celebrated? And it is celebrated on 23rd August. Most of you did give the correct answer. And National Day Space Day is celebrated on the occasion of Chandrayaan 3 landing on the moon. Right? So let's first see the scoreboard. Oh, no scoreboard. So yes, National Space Day is celebrated on the occasion of Chandrayaan 3 landing on the moon on 23rd of August. And we are also going to celebrate this National Space Day in a huge way in the month of August. So everyone be active, and be connected with us on our community channel. Subscribe to our social media accounts so that you don't miss our celebration of the National Space Day in August 2026. Okay. So yes, do subscribe to all the social media handles, the YouTube, Instagram, wherever you are, and stay tuned and be connected with us on the community also. All the links are in the description of this video. Also, they are there in the chat box. Okay, so let's see the podium now. On third place, we have Rudraksh. On second place, we have Varun. And on first place, we have Kahoot. For fourth officials, we have Nihar and Advait. Yes, so many congratulations to each and every one of you. If you want, you can also take a screenshot of the page where you all can see your names as first, second, and third, fourth, fifth positions, and everyone else also are here. All right. So yes, this was about the Kahoot quiz, and now we, at 5 p.m. we're going to start with the senior section of 7th to 9th. So if you have your brothers or sisters for 7th to 9th, remind them that their Kahoot quiz will start at 5 p.m. Okay, so Just giving you all a reminder that our celebration for Asteroid Day has begun already. So you can go to this link, spacetopia.in. The link is in the description and in the chat box, and register for our upcoming workshops around the Asteroid Day. If you are in the grade 6 to 9th, you can always register for our IASC campaign or the International Asteroid Search campaign. All right. So, yes, this was about the quiz of the revision of the Cosmic Jaunt 2026 mega quiz. And thank you all for joining. And I hope to see you all in the next sessions. So, bye, everyone. Thank you.